Hello, welcome back to PC Building Simulator 2. The last video, I was waiting for sorting out the CPU, ordered it. I haven't progressed today yet, except did a couple of other jobs to apply some stickers. Clearly a food fan, burger food, they want on this one. And upgrade. They already have 1 terabyte in there. And they want 2000 gigabytes, so another terabyte will do. Upgrade that as ordered. And I was about to look at more of the old broken parts. I mean, I must admit, it is a bit of a shame that they have the broken part on there, which just takes the fun, at the risk out of it. Because you can work that out easy. Whether it's going to be worth it. As you go, okay, it's got that graphics card is broken. Basic graphics card, Sheen. I'm going to assume that's how it's pronounced. 264. So it's saying the profit would be less, just more plus, but at the moment, that's profit. So, yes. That one of the gig sticks, well, the gig sticks? That's what you call them, the gig sticks. One of the RAM sticks, well, the only RAM stick by the looks of it. 2 graphics cards in there, 970s are okay. Shall I buy some more? I'm accumulating money quite easily. It's a lot harder in the first game, and even then it wasn't that hard. It was harder. Well, that's got 2 cards, so I think I'm going to have to buy that one. I just feeling so well, you know, just to buy them all over again. Like I did last time. Buy them all. Habit, isn't it? No, it isn't. Nice. Yes. Got a calendar. Well, I've got 1 job there, but I'm waiting for the CPU, which I have already ordered. I'm pretty sure I did clear checkout, yes. Also, there are power-ups, as they're called now. Auto connect tool, auto screw tool, standoff tool, auto standoff tool, faster installation upgrade. That's the one. All screws screw themselves in automatically. I never used to have that. Oh, I did used to have that, sorry. I mean, that wasn't the first stage. On the first one, it was more... You would do it faster, and then it would go to the automatic, and I think that was a lot more expensive. It was like 10k or something, 8k. So, yeah, money is given a bit more easier, and the prices of stuff is also lower. Auto cable tool. Quick cable tool. Cables connect themselves. Oh, the desk cables. Okay, the external cables themselves, and these clearly mean the internal cables. Install components. Connect the cables automatically. Tap a connect. So, yeah, when you put it in like a graphics card, it will put the cables automatically. And when the ones that you don't do, you just tap it and it goes in. Tap a connector or cable for it to connect itself automatically. Okay. I'm not going to bother buying any of those. Not yet. It's over 2k each and I've got 2,255. I do want to make some PCs to sell in the shop window. So I think that one's quite cheap. There you go. Lovely bubbly. And look at that, they've all magically appeared. Right, let's have a look at these. Oh, these are the two. Arctic. I do like Arctic. I think it's definitely underrated. A lot of people don't really rate the Arctic ranks. I think because they're seen as a bit too simple, maybe. Basic. Because they are actually cheap, people kind of seem to see them as cheap fans, which is not the case. My exhaust fan on my personal PC is an Arctic, and it doesn't make any noise. Well, you know, any more than a fan would do. 140. It doesn't light up, which is good because I don't care much for that. And it's high RPM and disperses the warm air from my PC more than adequately, which is obviously what you want. It's about to get. Oh, I'm gonna be. Yeah, there's only one. It's one of those boards. I might do this. I might buy the auto screw thing sometime soon, especially these, because you've got to do screws from the motherboards, and then when the motherboard goes off, you've got to do the standoffs, which can be soul destroying. More so for anyone watching, I would assume. Oh, what else we got? We got the SSD. Oh, it's left here. There we go. Well, let's put this case back together. I will build a PC soon. But I'm spending all this money. Oh, no screws needed. Oh, that one. Ah, it's a fractal. Not bad cases, but as I said at the front, it's just. I mean, there's no filter. I mean, is that a filter in there? But there's no air. I don't know if that's got holes. It doesn't look like it's got holes in. Let's pull all these PCs up, shall we? Not that one, of course. I'll leave that one there. Oop. Oh, another one of these cases. Right. Yeah, the other ones I forgot to. Oh, it's a different one. Well, did he put a glass on the back? I can't remember now. Taking all these panels off. And the PSU shroud. just disconnect something I didn't need to. In reality, the graphics card would be the first thing you'd take out. Because it's one of the one that's kind of up on its precarious angle compared to the rest of the parts. It's a bit big. Kind of sticks out, doesn't it? You don't want to knock it by accident. Ew. Pentium, old Pentium. This yeah, it's an ITX board. In a massive case. It's a bit OP, isn't it? Or OTT. This little tiny board. And a massive case. That was a... Oh, there it is. Right, see if I can remember to put the things on this time. I bet I'm going to take this off again now and I'm going to put the shroud back on. Oh! I'm such a special person. The angle of that picture as well, the shroud doesn't look anything like that where it actually goes. Right. Not going to bother putting the PCI slot thing back. Let's look at this one. Don't even get any of these on, am I? See, when you didn't know which parts are broken, you would turn them on to try to see if it would start up, and if it did start up, you're like, aha, well, at least I know it's not, you know, the OS drive, graphics card, and a motherboard. I know. And if there was more than one RAM stick, and if there was one, then it obviously could be one of the RAM sticks if there's more than one, but there's not, then it's like, ooh. We cancelled some stuff out. No NVMe. Ooh. So someone's shooting a bullet. A G64. These CPUs are poo. So if I could buy second-hand parts. Yeah, no. Buy some decent CPUs. For one. Still got a cable in there. Play on. Right. Ooh, one front fan. It's an RGB one. Look at that. That's going to do a lot for the. I think the case, I think even in the first one, the case temperature did make a difference, I think. I think it did. Or was that in the tech one, the DLC? Can't even remember. Right, is that it? Or we got one more? We might have one more. Yes, we do. And tech. Right. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Do you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna build a PC. I'll take all the parts out first, because I've got to check to see which ones. We can't tell it. Oh, here we go. And then I want to see what parts I got to make a decent PC. Not that one. Another G6400. Man, I just want to open the CPU cover. Yeah, these CPUs in these PCs are rhubarb. Don't think I've unlocked them yet. Boom, 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 boom. Z590. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get that unscrewing thing as quicker enough. Probably end up putting this motherboard back in. Probably. Right. SSD. One fan in the middle, which is a 120. Not even a 140. Stingy ass Antec. And basic fan at the back. So we're going to do something now, and we're not going to do anything fancy. But let's see which parts are broken. Oh, all the CPUs work fine. Oh, yay. So we got G4400, two 6400s, one 65. Ugh. Right, CPU cooling all seem to be fine. Oh, motherboard's all good. That's good. Good to know. We're gonna have some broken memory, yes. Oh, one. Graphics cards. Right, messed up 970. All good. And then storage devices. They're all good. Oh, we got PSU 750. That's unfortunate. Oh, I think that's it. I don't think we got any case ones. That's not too bad. Right. Right, what motherboards we got? Let's have a look, see. Alright. A few Intels and an AMD. We've only got one Ryzen, so I'm pretty sure that comes from that one. I think I took that one out of that board. But as I said, I want to keep it basic. Nothing too fancy. So I think this one, just to keep it very simple. Building our first PC. Nice and low basic parts. Well, for this game anyway. Just to give us a good idea. I know we did that tutorial with the parts, but that's kind of given to you, so just to get a good idea of what the price would be, you know. Right. CPUs. No. Oh, it's already telling me. I'm sure it was. Oh, no. I think you can. Ah, yeah, fits PC. There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's good. That's good. So we can do the i7, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to waste an i7 in this build. So I'm just going to do the basic G4400. And before I forget, or so I don't forget, let's apply some of this gorgeous stuff. Of course, that is way too much. When you know, they say you should do something about the same size as a P. What I tend to do, I've got this little spreader, so I use thermal paste when I do my PCs, and I put it and I spread it over the CPU. It's a thin layer. So because when you do the P, you press down the cooler, you it would do like a circle, as you see when I'm wiping it off. It's near enough accurate. It's kind of a rough circle you would do in the middle, but it doesn't cover all the edges. So you don't really need to that much, I suppose. But what I like to do is I do a thin layer, very thin layer, of thermal paste all over the front of the PC, and the edges will be very thin. They'll only be a bit, but in the middle will be slightly thicker, so when it can push outwards. And I don't ever have any come over, so clearly what I do works. But it only covers all the areas, you see, of the CPU. It's just little things. I mean, people say, you know, there's all whole YouTube videos about it, isn't it? What, you know, how the technique of what you should do. Now this is a G4400, it's not going to be that great, so I think a passive cooler will be fine. So I don't see the reason why we should need to put anything more than that. We'll check the temperatures, do some checks, make sure it's okay, of course. Right, graphics cards. Actually, am I going to do graphics cards next? Let's do some memory first. Have we got what fits this PC? Water cool. Oh no, it's just a bit water coolable. Wow. What was that one? Wow, I didn't know that was a thing in this. What was that? Oh, it's because it's just... Yeah, it's actually a different one. Huh. You can actually water cool RAM in this game, that's interesting. Oh yeah, so I was thinking compatible. Because, yeah, I was thinking DDR3. Because I work with DDR3 as well as DDR4. Well, I don't, my personal PC of course DDR4, but PC has built DDR3, and in this game it's all DDR4. Unless DDR5 comes out, I don't know if they put it in there, I don't think it's not even 8 yet, is it? But... Wait. So what shall I use? I'm thinking the lowest I can do, because, as I say, as you see, it's only a low PC. I might only put 1 gig stick of RAM. Feels a shame wasting. Look at it, it's all Dominator, Platinum, apart from the. It's a shame there's only one of those. That would be ideal. Oh well. 2800 it is then. We've got 2600s. We got 4, so I'm just going to put 2 sticks. Well, that's 8. So it's a 16 altogether, obviously 8 each. So that seems a bit excessive for this PC. 16 gig, but yeah, there you go. Right, now we're doing the graphics cards. 280 would be the right one to put, wouldn't it? GTX 750 Ti. I don't want to go that low. That seems a bit of a waste. But then again, with that CPU, it's fitting. You know what? I'm not going to put these in. I feel that's one of the things that, in reality, I dislike. An unbalanced PC. Now, I would never put 1 stick of RAM in a build of mine. But for the purposes of this, and not wanting to buy any new parts, I will. So, I'm going to put the 750 in. Because if we can't get rid of the low parts, then what is the point? So, the power supply can be the lowest we've got. 450. Yeah. Screws are noisy. Right. As for... Yeah, just for that computer. That job I need when I need to upgrade it to 1 terabyte. I've already, well, to 2 terabytes by 1 terabyte. I've got ones here I can just bang in. Thing is, I don't know if it actually says on there. I know on the first game it would say what jobs, what jobs would tell you if they wanted new or they didn't mind second hand, or it wouldn't say nothing. So far I haven't seen anything. But don't seem to do 500 gig ones. 250s and 500 gig ones. We just do terabyte and above, unless it's an SSD, which is not good because I mean, 500 gig. I put 500 gigs in my builds. They're still more than capable of holding a fair bit of stuff, especially if you're just going to use it for basic music or just basic data or images or whatnot. It's more than enough. I mean, you don't need a SSD to hold images or music. Cheap ass hard drive will do. They only do 7200 RPM if you're going to do images or data. Or pipeline will be fine, 5400 RPM. Nice. I think the cable is... I'll just click... Yeah, haven't I? Let's stick these cablers in. So that's what we call them down our way. Drive. SATA cable. See the power button. Graphics card. Basic, no colourful cables because they're all... It's not modular. Doesn't that look basic? Well, I think that's it. Join me next time when I will turn this thing on and see if it explodes. Bye bye for now.